located just in portions of Pascagoula. So if you could bring me up on Max 1 here on the chroma key, we're going to take a look right what I'm talking about. Now, we have this shower making its way through downtown Pascagoula and portions of Moss Point. Here's why I think there's a tornado. There's your couplet right there. Your wind's going towards and away the radar. Moss Point could be having a tornado make its way just on the north side of Pascagoula, north of the Highway 90 high-rise. This is going to be going across Pascagoula, the Pascagoula River here right now. So it likely just made its way through portions of Highway 613 and Highway 90. We will want to check to see if there's been any damage maybe around Highway 90 or Highway 613. Once again, this is not a tornado warning from the National Weather Service yet. I'd imagine that they are going to plan on warning this soon, but this is likely one of those water spouts that made its way ashore and is going to continue its way up through portions of Jackson County. So where is it going to be headed to? It could be headed across the Pascagoula River and headed up towards the I-10 bridge and closer on towards the Hickory Hills area. Here's the thing that we need to know about today. The reason why we're taking this so seriously, and even though the National Weather Service has not warned it yet, because this is how it's going to be this afternoon. We are going to have a lot of these situations where we have these brief spin-ups that could put down a tornado for portions of South Mississippi, especially just along the coast. These are going to be very quick. You notice that the radar scan just showed it by 3:08 p.m., now moving on off to the north. By the time we get to 3:09, it's probably already across I-10. So they will be moving very fast, and they will be brief if they do occur, continuing on for short periods of time, but still something that needs to be taken very seriously. If you know anybody on I-10, please tell them to get off I-10. This is likely a tornado making its way through Pascagoula. Do we have the I-10 bridge camera by chance? I know that we have a lot of MDOT cams. If y'all have it, just pop it up whenever you have a chance. But that could show us a good view of what we could possibly see, possibly one looking towards from the Moss Point area off to the west, if you have that shot. So once again, this is moving off to the north-northwest very quickly. These storms and showers are very quick. By 3:09, it's likely, or by 3:10, now 3:09. By 3:10, this is probably going to be right on I-10 and then heading up towards the Hickory Hills area. We are going to have these, once again, isolated tornadoes throughout this afternoon. This is going to be a bit of an issue. On top of the fact that we have surged, we have these strong, up to even 105-mile-per-hour winds, sustained winds. This is why if you are in a trailer or in a mobile home, you need to be in a more sturdy structure. We are going to be dealing with stuff like this all throughout today and especially into this evening. So once again, we're watching this closely. Going to see if we can talk to the National Weather Service real quick. Carrie, have you been able to talk to them on chat? We're trying to get through to them to make sure that they know that they've seen this, because this is one of those things that that can sometimes be missed when we have so much going on out there across South Mississippi. So once again, the latest update looks like it actually may have just had an issue with the radar because it jogged back, but still moving off to the northwest towards I-10. So this is going to be, yes, the Mobile radar. So we have winds going towards the radar and winds going away. The green is towards, the red is away, so that lets you know you have the rotation right through here. So right now it's actually not a tornado warning, so if you know anybody in I-10 at Hickory Hills area, make sure that they are in their safe spot or not on I-10. We're going to continue to watch this closely. I'm going to zoom out. There it is. Tornado warning just issued. So it took them a little bit long on that. If we're not on CBS, we need to be on CBS, by the way. Just checking with everybody in the back there. If you hear me, just let me know. And if we need to do something, let me know. All right, we're up. Just making sure. All right, so here's a look at what was that area right there, y'all? If you could just pop that back up. That is I-10 west of Highway 57. Can you pop us closer on an MDOT camera closer to the I-10 bridge over the Pascagoula River? If you can, that would be an ideal area. Once again, this tornado warning now issued. It's going to be all the way until, I'm trying to get a timeline here for us. The query is getting popped up here until 3:45. So a tornado warning until 3:45 for this area. Van Cleve, you are included on this. The tornado warning just down towards I-10, moving across the I-10 bridge along the Pascagoula River. It's going to go right by the Welcome Center there on the left side, or the west side rather, of the Pascagoula River if you're traveling along I-10. That's going to be a spot where we don't want anybody out there. There's a look off towards, is that going to be towards the east? I think that's going to be towards the east. Yes, looking towards the east down the I-10 bridge. Looking like we haven't seen anything cross there. You see cars out on the road. That's not what we want to see, but this is likely just behind the camera. So looking further on off to the west. But once again, that's where the rotation is, moving across the I-10 bridge, and we'll be headed towards the Hickory Hills area. I'm going to go ahead and zoom down in on that for you all. What are some of these roads out ahead of this? So right now it's looking like Hickory Hills, Gaucher, Vancouver.